everybody, welcome. I'm Melissa Essanguet and I am the head of commercial customers for Amazon Business France. My role is focused on the procurement transformation for European B2B customers, and I'm here today to talk more about how this is possible through various Amazon Business solutions for your business. Now, more than ever, customers need solutions that can drive more operational efficiencies, free up time to focus on other areas of the business, and power growth. I am going to go through some of the key payment solutions that our European customers can utilize when working with Amazon Business. And we will also be joined by Declan McAllister from the Tate Galleries to hear about how digital procurement and payment solutions have benefited their organization. Here at Amazon, we conduct a lot of customer research to understand firsthand the experience and challenges our customers are having. In a recent set of interviews that Forrester Research conducted for us with procurement professionals in the EU, we found that 87% of our survey respondents were prioritizing automating parts of their procurement process with digital solutions. As many of you know, many parts of the procurement process make sense to automate. In other words, they are highly repeatable tasks, including purchasing, invoice payment, and tracking. In order to gain more operational efficiencies, companies today need to do more advanced digitalization so they can be more agile with decision making. With that in mind, payment technology is helping organizations to automate and streamline manual processes to simplify operations, free up time that can be spent on other areas of the business, and drive growth. I want to go into a little bit more detail on just some of the solutions that are available for our organization and how they can speed up your processes. First, we have Pay by Invoice. This gives eligible organizations the opportunity to buy now, pay later, with no fees when you pay on time. Many of our customers use these features because it gives you more cash flow flexibility. It's also really easy to use. When you are ready to check out, just select Pay by Invoice as the method of payment, and you will get an itemized invoice. This complies with standard procure-to-pay processes, allowing you to reconcile purchase orders and line items level invoice prior to remitting payment. And I am thrilled to announce that we have launched a new features in France, allowing our customers to receive VAT-compliant consolidated invoices. Our customers are now able to decide whether they prefer to receive one invoice per purchasing order or one single invoice per month for all eligible purchases. Aside from efficient cash flow management, Pay by Invoice also enables easier reconciliation with corresponding purchase orders numbers through e-invoicing. Sending invoices electronically reduces manual tasks such as invoice entry and as a result, improves speed and accuracy of payment processes. We also have single sign-on, an integration that allows you to centrally enable and disable buyer access through your organization's SSO provider. Through this integration, you can use your existing corporate credentials to purchase from Amazon Business without creating a new password. Amazon Business Analytics also helps identify top spend categories, spend from preferred and restricted items, and spend from diverse suppliers. They can use this information to define better buying policies to guide purchasing, track progress towards spending goals, and discover ways to reduce cost. You can also save time compiling recurring reports by using ready-to-made reports and dashboards. This solution can offer many benefits, including automation and spend visibility, giving you more visibility and more control of your spending. Now, with that in mind, I would like to welcome Declan from Tate Galleries to join me to hear more about Tate's experience using Amazon Business. Hi, Declan. Thank you for joining us today. And we are super excited to have you here.
Thank you very much for inviting me along.
Declan, can you please first introduce Tate Galleries?
Of course. So the Tate Galleries essentially comprises 4 public free-to-enter galleries. So we have Tate Modern and Tate Britain, which are both in London, and then Gallery in Liverpool and also St Ives in Cornwall. And collectively, we're the biggest group of free visitor attractions in the UK, and we had over 8.5 million visitors in 2019. So yeah, we're very busy.
Okay, thanks for the introduction. And what do you do within your role, and how does procurement work within the organization?
So I'm the head of procurement, and the way procurement works is that it's essentially devolved. So people control and they have responsibility for spending their own budgets, essentially. So what I do is I spend a lot of time giving advice, implementing best practice, running training, essentially telling people how to spend their money in line with policy and the right way as well, really. So essentially, while I'm the head of procurement, it's effectively a business partner. It's solved quite a few problems, actually, and mainly the time spent colleagues asking colleagues nicely to use the correct service rather than setting up several like consumer accounts with a Tate email address. That was a big bugbear of mine when I first started. So I'm very glad that Amazon Business has solved that. But more seriously, for me, it's having confidence that the technology is taking away my sort of pain points. So things like adhering to policy on like the kind of work from home equipment you can buy, or the account authority stopping people from signing up and making thousands of pounds of purchases with their own personal email address, and also valid VAT receipts, that sort of thing. I'm sorry, I'm being a bit flippant, but that's the kind of thing. It's been really good for us since Amazon Business has come on board. And really, the main thing is it helps free my time to work on other tasks rather than chasing people.
And how Amazon Business supported your internal reporting needs?
So again, that's been very useful, especially since the single sign-on as well, to making sure we're seeing everything there too. We don't have to compare and look at transaction reports any longer. We can be looking at that reporting and know that that's captured all of Tate's usage of Amazon. But most importantly, it's helped us to be able to track, kind of really important social metrics. So, things like our carbon footprint, looking for, product switches, looking how many deliveries we receive every week and seeing whether we can reduce those, how many SMEs we purchase from, whether we purchase from suppliers who are based locally to our galleries, which is an important thing for us, especially in Liverpool and St Ives. So that's been really good to have that kind of that one view of all our spend.
Earlier, I mentioned some of the payment solution we offer at Amazon Business. How has the single sign-on integration, for example, benefited to the Tate galleries?
So that's been really useful for us because we Tate as an organisation has so many different people doing different things at different times. So just to put that into context, we have over 1,500 people who work for us, and actually probably unusually for an organisation who has a lot of people who work, in visitor-facing front of house style roles. Quite a few of those will have responsibility for buying in some way. So actually, there's a lot of accounts there to kind of onboard and offboard, at any one time, and also ensuring a consistent level of service is difficult as well. Like I spoke earlier with people signing up for accounts and with their personal email address and buying for work purpose. So it was difficult before really to maintain all of those accounts. It's been really useful because what happens is that when people come to Tate, they start work, they get their email address, they get all their other logins set up. They also get an Amazon account as well. And obviously when they leave too, that's automatically deactivated. So it's just helped solve that administrative burden overnight, really. And it's also helped us minimize risk too, in terms of, those leavers, making sure their accounts aren't active anymore. It's been really good.
Okay, thanks. And how have you seen the strategic role of procurement change over the last year? How are you working differently with other areas of the organization?
So I think it's fair to say when I first started, I used to work in quite a transactional way. So I used to help out with running tender exercises, obviously giving advice where people had asked for it, and just essentially just making things proceed as a policy, really, and running a bit of training here and there. But actually, I think my role has kind of evolved in the past year and a half to becoming more that business partner role and helping to really to identify and mitigate risks before they arise. So a lot more people are coming to me now and asking for support and help really on commercial aspects where they wouldn't have done before. And I think a lot of that has been a result of mainly the kind of supply chain and customs issues that have been sort of ever present in the media, really. I think 24 months ago we wouldn't have anticipated, these kind of sort of niche topics that only really of interest to procurement people cropping up in the media all the time. And yeah, people have sort of realised that, oh, this is something we actually need to think about now. We can't just leave it to be dealt with by one person. So yeah, people are coming to me a lot more, and I'm being able to advise them at an earlier stage, and that's been really good because I'm helping to mitigate those risks before they arise. Designing different strategies, but of course, it sort of creates extra work as well, which is obviously been helped by Amazon solving some of those other issues.
What advice would you give to other organizations that are looking to adopt more digital solution in their purchasing processes?
So what I would say is that people who are looking to do that sort of thing should continue to seek the buy-in of internal stakeholders by mainly being aware of the pain points they have and trying to ensure that your solution, while it should help you obviously, but it also helps them too. So take a single sign-on as an example. You needed buy-in from our technology team for rollout, implementation and ongoing support. So I touched on it at the start, but a lot of the issues they'd faced is people buying kind of working from home kit that didn't meet our specifications. So things like headsets, webcams, mice, keyboards. People were buying what suited them rather than what was in policy. So actually rolling out single sign-on and having that, giving that the control from over all the users on the Take business account, and then the ability to restrict the purchases that we make as well. That was crucial in getting their buy-in, because actually it solved an issue for me overnight, but it also solved an issue for them overnight too. So I think for these digital solutions, you have to not just think about what the solution can solve for you, but you have to look at it holistically, really, across the business.
Thank you very much to Declan from the Tate Galleries for talking with us today. We appreciate your time and your perspective, and thank you to our audience for tuning in today. We hope that we have helped in navigating business payment solutions for your business. For more information on payment solutions and to take the next step in your Amazon business journey, visit your local Amazon business website. One final ask. May you please complete the survey to ensure we continue to deliver the best content to you. Thank you.